Hey Kylie,
Yes, Kelsey?
time to gossip?
Always.
First segment of the night is Am I the Asshole? For those of you that do not know and have been living under a rock, Am I the Asshole are stories that you can find honestly all over the internet, but Reddit is the best. And there's just people telling their stories and asking if they're the asshole, and we are here, in fact, going to let them know if they are or are not the asshole. Kylie, do you want to read yours first?
Sure. Alright, so my first story is, am I the asshole for yelling at my friend after they peed in the bed and got it all over us?
I want to yell too.
Alright, so here's the situation. A few weeks ago, a friend and I rented an Airbnb together for the weekend, and we all pitched in to cover the cost. One night, one of my friends got really drunk, which I thought was no big deal at the time, but early the next morning, I woke up and thought I was drenched in sweat. After a second, I realized it wasn't sweat. My friend had peed the bed in their sleep and soaked everything, including me.
No!
I was disgusted and immediately lost my cool. I yelled at them, telling them how disgusting and disrespectful it was to everyone else, especially since we were in an Airbnb and now have to deal with a messed up mattress and bedding that don't even belong to us. But instead of apologizing, my friend got defensive and told me I was being a jerk for yelling about something they couldn't control. Now my other friends are saying I overreacted and should have been more understanding since it was an accident. But we're dealing with a ruined mattress in a rental we all paid for, and I'm covered in pee. So am I the asshole for yelling at my friend over this? And there's an edit at the end. The host was kind enough to realize this was an accident and they didn't charge us. I cleaned up most of the mess with another friend, as the person who did it was too hungover to clean for himself. I gave the host money to buy a new air mattress since it was ruined.
Okay, first of all, my guy, why are you getting so fucked up and drunk that you're gonna piss all over yourself and your friends?
I mean, like, honestly, how drunk do you have to get? Because I've been blackout drunk to where I don't even remember getting into the club. But I've never... No. Just... as a grown adult, peed the bed on somebody.
I think that you would be an asshole if you didn't let it go because it was an accident. But that, in the moment, in that situation, no. I would have
been mad too because, like, that's gross that somebody else's pee.
Right, and then the fact that you don't want to say sorry, you just want to get defensive about it.
Right, like, even if it happened to me as an accident, I would say, I am so sorry, and even if I am hungover, I'm not going to use that as an excuse. Right. I'm going to help you clean it up.
Right, I'll be like, I help you take a shower.
Right. You need to
hold your hand. Wash your leg or something. Like,
literally.
I'm sorry.
I could not.
Oh, hell no. Oh, my gosh. Alright, I definitely, that was a good one. Well, okay, so, I'm going to say mine. One of mine, anyway. This one says, am I the asshole to the guy who sued his girlfriend for taking his car to the scrapyard?
Okay.
Yeah. And then I clicked on it and it says, am I the asshole for suing my girlfriend after she had my 1967 Impala project taken to the scrapyard. First of all, before I read that, bitch, I'll be pissed. Oh, I'll be pissed. A 1967 Impala? Mm-mm. Don't you touch my shit, bitch. No. Okay. I'll try to keep this short. I had a 1967 Impala 4-door that I bought in February 2019. A couple months ago, I bought my first house that had a 2.5 car garage. I moved the car in and started tearing it down for a complete restoration. I had the body in the bay and the chassis in the other, plus the whole garage filled with parts. About 2 months ago, my girlfriend came to live with me during this whole crisis, and the whole time she hated this car. She wants to park in the garage, but I have 2 acres of land with a lot of nice places to park under shady trees, or hell, even a barn if it has to be inside. I tell her tough luck, it's my house. Well,
That's wow.
It's not like I can throw it back together real quick. Anyways, I was out of town for a couple days on a business trip for the small local company I work for. When I got back, my girlfriend was all smiles, making me food the whole time, doing all the chores and all of that. I thought maybe she was just happy to have me home. Then I realized that I didn't see the car in the usual spot. I asked her where she parked it so I could go make sure to mow that area, keep it clean, and she said not to worry about it because she parked in the garage. I asked how, and she told me to check it out. Turns out that while I was gone, she hired some people to come over and move everything related to that car, including... Oh, where did that go? Well, I lost it. So, anyways, an update for it, because I guess I only screenshotted the bottom and the top, but an update for it was that he went to the police station and was told to come back in the morning, got back, filed a police report against her for grand larceny and grand theft, showed them the receipts for the car, the footage for the guys of coming and getting the car, and they said that they will be in contact with all of the parties, me, my girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, it says, ex, and the junkyard guys soon. They will hopefully be able to recover some or all of the car. So now he just has to wait. That is ridiculous. First of all, there is an issue on both parts.
That's what I was gonna say. Toxic.
Yes. First of all, you have a 2.5 car garage, homie. Move your shit over and let your girlfriend park in the motherfucking garage.
Okay, but like, needless to say, if you're working on this car, why are you not doing it in the barn where you have more room so you're not taking up multiple different spaces?
Right.
When it's not running, so use the garage for the cars that are running. And you don't have to be such a dick if your girlfriend's living with you or staying at your house to talk like that. It's my house.
Right.
Ugh. You would have been single right then, right there. Fuck the car.
Facts.
But she did take it too far.
Knowing that he really loved the car, he really wanted to make it a new piece, and he was trying to get it put back together, her doing that while he was away for business was a bitch move.
Yeah, she should have just moved the car.
For real.
If you wanted to make a point, move the car.
Right, or at least move the parts out of the other side so that you can park there. And then whenever he's like, well, what am I supposed to do with all this stuff? I don't know, I'm parking here.
Right. Or, oh, you need some space to work on the car? Okay, I can move it for a little bit.
Right.
Compromise. Relationships are about compromise.
That was just...
that was toxic on both sides.
For real, you're both the asshole.
Oh. Alrighty, for my next one. Am I the asshole for considering not coming to my 30th birthday party?
Your own party?
Yes. Now, this is one of those ones you gotta listen to it.
Okay.
Alright. I, 29 male, have told everyone I didn't want a birthday party. I will not be making one, and I do not want anyone to make one for me. I don't like social situations, and I don't like to be the center of attention at all. Despite that, I have heard rumors that my parents have called every friend of mine they know of all of my male coworkers I hang out with, all of my relatives, and the relatives of my wife to come to my place and throw a big party on the evening before my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I feel embarrassed that my parents organized something. It should be friends who would do it in the first place if they even went against my wishes. I have even heard that they pressured some people into coming, saying I will be extremely sad and disappointed if they do not come. I am considering leaving town for a week and coming back when everything is over, but I feel bad for the people who were invited and maybe didn't know I was against it. Am I the asshole? And there are 4 edits on this one.
Oh.
Alright, so the first one is, my wife was not a part of it. She tried to persuade everyone to call it off so they stopped telling her anything about it. Me and my wife are talking about the topic every day. We have told my parents I don't want it, but it does not help anyway. They just play it off like nothing is going to happen anyways. My parents told my wife he wishes for this party to not happen. Or he wishes for this party to happen, and he just says that he doesn't want it. It's to stay modest. That is entirely not true, and I have told them several times. They also told her I need to immortalize my 30th birthday. I have told my parents there will actually be a small get-together for immediate family members when I get my new pizza oven, which I will use to make pizzas for everyone, but nothing more than that.
Well, first of all, I'm a grown adult. You ain't gonna make me do nothing that I don't want to do.
Right.
Regardless if you're my parent.
And you ain't planning it at my house.
Right.
Especially if both of the 2 people that live in the house said no.
Right. You want to plan your own party, go ahead.
And especially trying to gaslight my wife.
Right, no.
No.
Mm-mm. That ain't a thing. I don't think you're an asshole, bro. I wouldn't win either.
Right, if you said you didn't want it and they went behind your back and did it anyways after you specifically told them multiple times, then they're the assholes for trying to push it on you.
Right. They're the ones that should have took the fucking hit.
Right.
God. I wish somebody... And then I bet they made them feel bad if they didn't go. No, not me. Alright, my last one that I have, I think. Maybe. I think I might have one more after this, but says, am I the asshole if I don't want to go on vacation with my friends because they try to micromanage the expenses? First of all, my money's my money. You ain't gonna tell me how I'm gonna spend it. But, anyway.
Facts.
This says, I have a friend group of 5 friends from university who are about the same age as me. For the past 2 years, we've gone on vacation together. First Mexico, then last year Egypt. We always had a great time. We get along very well. However, when it comes to sharing costs, I find myself struggling. It's not the group that has an issue, it's me who has the problem. To provide some context, we all met at the university 9 years ago. We've been working for the last 5 years as well. Our university was ranked number 1 in the country. Wow, that's crazy. I wonder which university it is, if we're being honest. Like Harvard or something?
Probably.
Though I no longer keep track of the rankings, and we landed jobs just a month after graduation, I mention this to illustrate that we're financially secure. Okay, well, I don't want to know how much you make, so I'm going to scroll down just a little. Don't mind our wives in the background. If you hear them, they're playing Madden. Anyways. I'm terrible at this because I keep losing my spot. I typically spend around $3,000 for each trip, which is more than my friends spend since I'm more comfortable with spending. Additionally, I'm aware that the vacation money we receive amounts to at least double what any of them has spent on these trips. So this is where the problem starts. Every night they ask for the check, start checking off items for everyone, and then make sure that the person pays exactly the amount. To me, that's embarrassing. You get nasty looks from the waitress who doesn't make enough in a day or an hour to do what these people do or want and waste their time. Second, we end up arguing because somebody had this drink, somebody had that drink, and then they start counting bills and coins to pay, and it's all just embarrassing. I suggested we split the bill 5 ways, but they don't want to do that. They mentioned that I'm the only one that wants to do that, and I'm the only one who drinks alcohol with my dinner, and that it's not fair that they have to pay the extra for it. We were talking about maybe 2 extra, I think that's euros.
Yeah, probably.
I even offered to pay more, and they still refused because some of them are big eaters, some of them are not big eaters, some of them didn't get a drink, some of them got water, and it's 4 versus 1. To make matters worse, they spend every night comparing Uber bills because maybe I paid a couple euros less for the last ride. So now they're planning this trip for this year, and it could be just like the last one. The same people, same mood, same people. Wow, that said same people twice. Anyway. We're going to the same place like we did last year, same hotels, and I know it's going to be the same thing. But I'm also the only one who has a problem with this. I want to ask them if I'm the asshole or if I'm just the one who really finds it strange on how they handle their finances. This person had so many typos.
That was my last one.
Wow. So basically, his friends don't want to split it evenly because they want to bitch about every cent upon the dollar.
Well, I mean, they're all saving up a set amount for it anyways, right?
Right.
So why don't they just put that all together and just everything that they're doing on the trip pay out of that instead of splitting it and acting like, oh, this much, much, because you're all still going to spend the same amount anyways.
Right, so say, like, you saved up $200, you saved up $200, you saved up $200, that was all for just food, so why don't we put our $600 together and
just pay for dinner with that $600. It doesn't need to be split up for who got what, because it doesn't matter.
Right.
At the end of the day, it's food, it's drinks.
Right, and I mean...
You're there to have fun, you shouldn't be arguing about it.
Right, and I mean, I don't think that this dude would be an asshole for not wanting to go because of that, but I do think it would be petty to not go just because of a couple extra cents.
Just talk
but also
about
the other friends, they're petty as well. Like, you counting pennies, my guy?
Yeah.
Like, that's what we doing now? Hell no.
I mean, if you at a university, you were either going off your parents' money or you working your ass off.
Right. So and it even said that they're financially stable and fine, so like...
They're just not comfortable spending. But if you're not comfortable spending, why are you going on vacation?
Facts.
Especially every year. These fancy vacations that they were talking about.
Facts. $3,000 for a vacation? Boy.
No.
Mm-mm.
Alrighty, and for our last one, am I the asshole for having a fight with my husband about his crush on my stepmom? That's rough.
That's real rough.
Alright. This is a... Okay. So I, 26 female, have been dating my husband, Callum, 34 male, for 5 years, and we've been married for 2 years now. Callum met my family many times. My dad's 63, and my stepmom, Layla, 42. I don't think about the age gap, and he had been normally great with my family. 3 days ago, to celebrate me getting a really good job opportunity in town. But after some further drinking moved to very deep topics about childhood traumas, I told him that my stepmom back in high school was a model and was also super mean back then because back then caused me to hate myself in high school, be anorexic, and thus hospitalized a lot. Callum agreed and even told me how awful that was for like 5 seconds before focusing on how hot she is. Not like I get how you feel, she's gorgeous. This man went on a rant about how hot she is, how gorgeous she is, and how good she looks. He had never been like this before. He's never spoken like this about his celebrity crush or me. Oh. I get thrown off and he says she's one of his biggest celebrity crushes. Here is where I might be the asshole. When he was asleep, I got his phone and find years worth of messages he sent my stepmother.
Years?
Yikes. He would text how hot she is and how these outfits look great, and she would reply to every single message. I decided to sleep on it and hope for the best. When we were eating the next day, I asked him if he was serious about the Layla comments. He said that I was the love of his life and he thinks I'm the nicest person ever, but Layla is more aligned to his usual type. And he's glad he can tell me normally that he would usually rather be with someone like her. But I stayed silent. He told me that he liked skinny blonde girls who were more tan, and that he's saying this out of love. He'd much rather me have blonde hair and be tan, and that I could stand to lose a few pounds. I wasn't the most traditionally attractive or feminine like Layla was, but he loved me. I threw my glass of water straight in his face and told him that he's a conniving little boy with the emotional maturity of a baby and should be alone forever and ever, which in hindsight feels harsh.
Sister.
My stepmom has called me and clarified she has no idea he felt like this and told me he was very nice. I should really get my act together. Plus, he called me and told me that I was being a gaslighter and should hear him because I very deeply hurt the person who loves me most. And if I don't, I'll push away everyone who loves me. I have no idea how she heard of this, but something about makes him angry. I have no idea if this is the sort of thing that is normal of men and we should move past this, or if I should end things. He is the main source of income in my house, and all my friends are his friends and have been for much longer. We built a great life together and he's my dream guy. But am I the asshole for fighting with my husband about his crush on my stepmom?
Sister. Leave that man.
So quick.
The hell? His toxic ass. I cannot with some of the things that she was saying.
I would have smacked him with the first comment, and if he didn't stop right there, I would have been in jail.
Ooh.
In jail.
And you can lose a few pounds. Boy.
Go fuck yourself.
You gonna lose a few pounds with my knuckles in your mouth.
Seriously.
Oh, no.
Not traditionally pretty.
No.
Those words hurt my soul.
Yeah,
for someone to think that, like, for someone to make another woman feel like that is so horrible.
And do not stay with anybody just because of your financial situation. You will figure it out, boo. You will get it. Like, do not make that an excuse, because you will be stuck forever.
And then the stepmom saying, get your act together, she noticed the attention. She ate the attention up. There is no way she
especially because she answered every single time. And how many years you been doing that and you didn't want to tell me that my man's is texting you about how good you look?
Right. And she's been our stepmom since high school.
No, ma'am, no ham, no turkey. No fucking way.
That's so messed up.
No. Where we review our favorite products as of today or in the now, and we let you know why we like them, what we like about them, how much they are, where to find them, and no, we are not sponsored by these products. We're going to get into it, and I'm going to go ahead and start while Kylie is writing down a couple things. My products I have today, of course, I had to bring my free voice clip-on microphone. That's the microphone that we're using right now for the podcast. It plugs into a tablet, a phone for the receiver part, and then your microphone literally has a clip-on, or you can hold it. Right now we're just holding it. And we're going to be getting a few more because they are Bluetooth, so they can Bluetooth to each other, and we can have more microphones to use. It has about 3 hours of battery life, so it's going to be awesome whenever we decide to go do our interviews around town or wherever we decide to go, and that's going to be awesome. It does have awesome quality, and I like that we don't hear much like wind action or speaking into the microphone, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
We do hear some of the background noise, which can be a good thing and also can be a bad thing. So we're just gonna have to figure out how to do some editing magic on that. So that's fine. Do you like our little microphone guy?
I do. I think it's cool. I'm gonna get one.
Yes, I saw the ones on TikTok that I sent you.
Oh,
it
yeah,
comes in like a 2 or 3 pack, and it's only $5.
What's up.
So
is it like the full microphone or is it just like the toppers?
It's the full microphone, the topper, and the little receiver thing.
Okay.
Like it's the whole
That's
whole shebang. Anyways, I found this one at Five Below here in town. It was literally like $5.55, something like that.
Yes.
And for just this little thing, it's pretty nice. I like it. My second product I got is my sugar scrub. I love sugar scrub. I don't know if you've ever used sugar scrub.
Yes.
Freaking love it. This one's for your scalp and body. I mainly use it on my hands and like my feet because that's where most of my dried up dead skin grossness is, and that's where it takes that shit off and feels like a baby's bottom.
Yes. Okay, so if you like sugar scrub, I'm gonna plug a small business here in Springfield real quick.
Okay.
Mama G's.
Okay.
The best sugar scrub. I got it like a free sample. It was like vanilla and orange, and it's like essential oil, and it's like all natural. There's like 4 ingredients, and she lists it on her like homemade little tag, and it's like this little bitty mason jar. And I got a free sample at the event that I was at.
I'm gonna have to look into it because I love sugar scrub.
It's so good. It smells so good, and it's so soft.
At first, it freaked my hands out because I was like, why am I rubbing something so hard on my hands?
Yeah.
And how is it making it so smooth? But I love it. I've actually had this little tester. This is just a tester. I got it for free in an Ipsy bag, actually.
Yes. It's actually a really good brand. I use that brand for a couple of other things like
Do you know how to pronounce it?
Oui?
Ooey.
Oui?
Ooey? I don't know. It's OUIA. So, yeah. Anyways, that was my second product. I freaking love the sugar scrub so much. My third product is a mom product, okay? Because, you know, I'm a mom. I got this antiseptic cleansing liquid.
Yes.
It is from Johnson & Johnson's. It's like, I think like $4 at Dollar General is where I got it. But it's for like cuts, scrapes, burns, all that stuff. Instead of using like peroxide or alcohol or anything like that, you use this, and it's literally just water, and it sanitizes it and it cleans it, and it doesn't hurt. The only thing it does is it's cold, so it kind of freaks you out because it's real cold. But
that's better than it stinging.
Yeah, and it stops the sting and it relieves the pain with lidocaine, and like my kids are.
Yes.
They need it. My last product I wanted to talk about today is the disco bulbs that you saw at my daughter's 17th birthday.
Yes.
It was $7, I believe, at Five Below. It's a Bluetooth, plays music, and it's like a disco ball, all that fun stuff. And I think we bought like 3 of them, and then I got just the regular LED light where you change it. But yeah, those are my products.
Alrighty, and for my favorite products in the now, we're gonna start with a pretty expensive one. I got it in a little sampler kit for my birthday from Sephora.
Ooh.
It's the Gucci Flora perfume in Gorgeous Gardenia and Gorgeous Jasmine. Gucci perfume. It smells so good. It's like this little bottle that doesn't have a little stopper in it, and you like dot it on your wrists and on your neck. It's so
I love
good.
those bottles. They're so cute.
It's like this big, and it's like pink, and it's got little flowers on
My
it.
mom got me one of those. I think it was like Versace or something. It was just a little bitty thing.
Yeah, they're so cute. Okay, so like the sampler size for like 3 of them, it's $50.
Mm-hmm.
And then for like a full bottle of one of them, it's $135.
I bet that whole bottle will last you 5 years.
I've had my little bottle since September.
Yeah.
And it still has plenty of stuff in it. Okay, one of my little ones, the spray ones, they don't last as long as the blot ones. But they smell so good. And then my second one will be the Philosophy Purity Face Wash.
Okay.
So, a couple months ago, I had, like, I couldn't even tell you how many, like, little, like, dots all over my neck and my throat, like, acne spots. And we tried 2 different CeraVes. We tried, did a couple different foaming ones. We tried lotions. We tried, like, medicated lotions, and nothing would work. This bottle is, like, the size of your vape. Like, a regular, like, size vape. And it's $20 at Walmart for 8 ounces. Yeah, 8 ounces.
Okay.
But it would just use, like, a dime amount. So it lasts
I bet
quite
it
a
lasts
while.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's a really nice
goes
brand.
a long way.
Yes, most definitely. And then my third one is my Tide to Go pen.
Oh.
I take that thing everywhere, especially because, like, I throw my purse around in the car and then, like, my shoes scuff it, and my purse is white. So I just use it, and it just gets it clean, or, like, I'll get something on my pants. I love my Tide to Go pen, and I got it at Five Below for $3.
Yep. Five Below is my place.
Same. And then my last one is the Vaseline Lip Therapy. I have it in the cocoa butter one.
Okay.
And it's the best I've found out of, like, all the ones I've gotten. Because last year I asked for chapstick for Christmas. And I got, like, 20 different chapsticks.
Well.
And I've used them all, and nothing works.
You ask and you shall receive.
Yes. But this is $1 at the Dollar Tree.
Okay. Is it like the little...
No,
thing?
it's a big one, and it's actually pretty thick.
Okay.
It's thicker around than a normal chapstick.
Alright.
It's pretty big, and it lasts. I've had it for a couple months now, and it's nowhere near empty. I barely roll it up.
Okay.
It just rolls on so smooth.
Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna have to try it, especially with the cold.
It's like in the checkout lines at any Dollar Tree. It's the... Don't peeve me off. Up next, we are naming off some of our best-known pet peeves. You want to start us off on this one?
Sure, I have a couple. Do we want to go mine and then yours?
You can just go first. I have quite a few.
Okay. So I only wrote down, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 for this one, just because if this segment goes on, I'm going to need some more to talk about.
I got plenty for days.
So my first one that is a huge pet peeve of mine, and it's also kind of a toxic trait of mine. So whenever I ask somebody to do something and they say, just a second, that's fine.
No, it's not.
That's fine.
No, it's not.
But then 5 minutes later goes by, and that second has turned into 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour, and then I end up doing it myself whenever I could have just done it myself whenever I needed it done. If I ask you to do something, I need you to do it when I ask you to, or at least be like, hey, I can't right now. Is there any way you could do that, and I'll get you back, like, next time, something, because I'll end up just doing it, and then they'll be like, I was gonna do that. Well, I needed it done.
As soon as someone says 1 second, I'm gonna do it myself right then. I that's set up right there.
I need it done. The next one on my list is whenever you moan or groan when you're eating.
Like, I don't want to eat, or like...
No, like you got food in your mouth and you're...
Yeah, that's... Like, why are you making love to your food right now?
Right. Quit making love to it. I understand it's good because most likely we eating the same thing.
Right. If it's that good, be quiet.
Right.
That's
Don't
how you
say
know
nothing.
it's good.
Just zip potato chip. I don't need to hear nothing. Because then I'm grossed out. I don't want to eat my food. And then I'm just staring at you because I can't help it.
Right.
And then that leads me into our next one. Staring. I have this bad problem. But it's not... I don't stare at people.
Okay.
I'm going to reword that. I stare, yes, but I will say something if you say something to me. So that's different. My thing is whenever you're staring at me and I make eye contact with you and then you either keep looking at me or you just look away and then you don't want to say nothing. Like, you was obviously staring at me for a really long time for some reason. I need you to tell me what the hell is on your mind. Don't just be looking at me.
I got something in my teeth, my hair fucked up.
What is the problem? What is the issue? Boo, bitch. Like, what are you looking at?
For real.
But I do have a problem whenever I'm, like, staring off into space. I'll stare at people, but I'm not meaning to stare at them. I'm just zoned.
Yeah.
And then they'll look at me and, like, who the fuck are you looking at? And then that's when I'm like, hey, I'm sorry. I zoned out. Was not looking at you.
Especially when you got, like, resting bitch face and you're zoned out.
And that, my resting bitch face on point. That's one thing. Another one is whenever people are talking too loud on the phone and not in my ear. Like somebody else. Like you, I'm walking past you and you're having a whole conversation and now I know all about your mama, your auntie, your auntie, and everybody else in the family and how they all fucking up.
Understood.
First of all, I like drama. I do. I like tea. I like to sit back, sip my tea, and just listen. But whenever you being obnoxious as fuck, my guy, and you blowing out my eardrum just because you trying to talk off, they can hear you. They can hear you, my dude.
If I can hear you, they can hear you.
There is a microphone with a speaker in their ear. I know they can hear you. Like, stop screaming. And then, last but not least, if you can text it. Don't call me. Do not call me if you can send a simple text and I can send one right back to you. That is, I don't want to talk on the phone. If I want to talk on the phone, I will call you.
For me, it depends on the person. Because if it's someone like you suck at texting back. So if I really need something, I'm going to call you.
That's fair. But, like, that's if you really need something.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, like, if you want to go out to eat next Thursday at 5 p.m., you can text me that.
Yeah.
You can say, hey, y'all want to have dinner next Thursday at 5? Yeah, I'm down. But whenever you call me and have a 45-minute conversation about dinner on next Thursday at 5 p.m., I ain't coming to dinner next Thursday at 5 p.m. That ain't happening.
People be doing that to me, though. People be doing that to me. I can't.
Yeah, so you want to know how to peeve me off? Don't peeve me off.
Alright, so for mine, starting off with my biggest pet peeve, being late.
Yeah.
I cannot stand being late. There's, like, something, I'm, like, wired away in my brain that, like, if I'm late, I'm instantly peeved off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yep.
Being interrupted.
Yep, that's a good one.
It happens to me a lot because most of the time I'm so underspoken and so quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, most people don't mean to do it, so, like, I try not to get too mad about it. But it just gets my nerves. Yeah. Being touched or too close to feet.
Ooh, yeah. I don't like feet. They look aliens.
I have, like, a foot phobia. Like, if somebody gets too close to me with their foot, I'm gonna throw up. Cassie's seen it happen.
Mm-hmm.
My wife, yeah. She's seen me throw up because her foot got too close to me. I start gagging and it's over. No. I can't.
Feet are gross. They're little fucking aliens.
Liars.
Yep.
I cannot stand liars.
Mm-mm. Don't take no liar and a thief in my house. I don't take either of those. That's
no.
Not
after having a best friend who lied to me for 7 years. I can't. I don't do lies anymore.
And, like, why? Why you gotta lie?
Like, I don't even care. You can fuck up. You can do whatever you want. Just be straight with me. And people who can't understand that can't be in my life.
Mm-mm.
I've been cutting that shit out so much here recently.
Do not need that energy.
People correcting my grammar. I know that I spelled that shit wrong, and I do not care. Correct me, and you're gonna hear me say, guess what? I do not give a fuck.
Oh, yeah. I had an issue with that at first, but then I got with my wife, and her mom is a huge grammar person, so she grew up being corrected.
My wife's sister does it to me consistently.
So she does it to me every once in a while, but she knows when not to.
She does it during fights. We could be in the middle of a serious fight, and she'll be like, you spelled this wrong, LOL. And I'm like, conversation over, do not talk to me.
Right, I'm like, LOL, you
Literally. Doing something for someone and then throwing it in their face. Because why'd you help me in the first place?
Facts.
Like.
Facts. First of all, if you offer to do something, or you do something out of the kindness of your heart and I did not ask you to.
Exactly.
Do not expect shit from me. Yeah, I'm going to give you something or I'm going to be there for you, whatever. But do not expect nothing if I did not ask.
especially don't bring it up if I'm not in a place to help you out yet.
Right.
That's so messed up. Saying I'm sorry you feel that way. Literally, I cannot. I'm sorry you felt the need to say anything is all I have to say for that one. Not taking responsibility for your actions.
Are we kids?
Right. I've seen and dealt with a lot of that here recently. And it really gets to me because, like, how are you going to blame other people for your own actions and your responsibilities?
Right.
Like, that puts a strain on the other person who's having to deal with your own mistakes.
Right. And we will get into our like, traumas and all that stuff eventually, but, like, that is one thing that our family does, is they will over and over again make you the bad person.
Yeah,
they are the
fault.
victim always. It does not matter what you did or what they did. They're the fucking victim, and it's bullshit.
Hypocrites. Hypocrites are a very big pet peeve because obviously, how are you gonna do something and then say it's not okay for me to do it?
Facts. Alright, we need to wrap this segment, episode 1, Memory Pool. It is time for us to share some stories and share some laughs, because you're definitely going to hear that in our, well, I would say a pool, but it's actually a planter. So our planter full of memories. We're going to pull them out. Don't know if you could hear that, but we're going to pull them out. And Kylie just shook them up, so let's get started. Kylie, if you want to do the honors.
Oh, okay. What do we got? A crazy story from the past. One each.
All right. Crazy story.
A crazy story from the past. Oh, when I was an age that we won't say on the podcast, I did acid for the first time for my birthday.
Okay.
An ex gave it to me, and I was outside of my mom's house, the one over there, the one at the trailer, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, so, you know how it's like a big field out back, or out in the front. So I'm just walking through this field tripping acid, and, like, the grass is moving, there's, like, little bugs and stuff. I recorded it, because I thought that I could see it later, and I still, to this day, have that recording.
That's great. You're going to have to bring it up for sure.
Yes.
I'm going to have to see it. The one that I was thinking of was actually with acid as well. I will not say what age I was either, but it was the first time ever, and we went on a float trip.
Oh, no.
And float trip, if
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So at 8 o'clock in the morning, we all popped our tabs, and our 14-mile float was very, very fun. It was very interesting. The trees were moving, the water was moving. My friend thought there was an alligator in the water. It was a log.
Yeah.
There was just so much. My tattoos were moving. Things that were funny were not funny, and it was just the best time. It was great. It was so much fun. We can get more into depth with those kind of stories.
Yeah, because I have another one with my wife.
Yeah.
We've done it together.
Yeah. It's definitely fun.
Alrighty, your turn.
Alright. Grass out the window while mudding with Maddie.
Oh my god.
Okay.
That's my wife's side of the car.
Yeah. This story, I don't remember why we were cruising, but we were cruising, probably just smoking some lunch, chilling, listening to music.
No, we were drunk.
Oh.
We were drinking those hard teas in your backyard after we had just tore down the shed and we were having a fire.
I like it.
It was me, you, Maddie, and Liz, and my wife.
Yes. I remember this, yes.
Yeah.
And so we decided to go for a little cruise. Do not condone in anything that we are talking about. We do not want you guys to think that this is fun, that you need to go do this. This is stupid. We know it was stupid. We should have not fucking done it, but we did it anyway. We're alive, thankfully.
A lot of our stories are just for you to listen to and not act on.
Yes, 100%. And so we were driving around. We went into the back country roads. And all of a sudden my wife was like, ooh, there's a field. Let's go in the field. So she cut into the field, and instead of us just going up into a field, we said, butt up into a field and went into a huge ditch, went all around. The grass was literally up to the passenger side window because we were tilted sideways
into the ditch. Yeah.
So, and we were still driving. Like, it was fine. We were driving. And she ended up getting us out of there, and it was just really funny because at the end of it, we realized that it was somebody's field.
Oh, yeah.
And their grass.
We got stuck when she was doing the donuts. We got stuck,
yes.
And she realized it wasn't in 4-wheel drive. Like, what truck doesn't have 4-wheel drive, Maddie?
Right.
Come on.
And then she put it in 4-wheel drive. We got unstuck, of course.
Because we were freaking out that somebody was going to come and be like, get off my property. And we're like, we're stuck.
Yes, I was like, we're going to get the cops called. They're going to say these random ass motherfuckers was just peeling shit in our damn field and you need to come get them. Like, no. Fuck no.
Oh my god.
That was a good one. Yes, 100%.
Okay. What's next? Nova stuck in dryer hole.
Oh.
So, we'll start the story with how you figured out she was stuck because you weren't home.
Okay, so for those of you that don't know, my dog, Nova, is my queen. She's my little princess. She does no wrong. She had very bad anxiety. She still does, but we got her a couple friends, so she's not as bad. But when she was an only dog, Maddie and I decided to go on a date. We just wanted to go out to eat and then come back. And it wasn't even like a fancy day. I'm pretty sure we went to Waffle House or something. Like, It was not fancy. And we were gone maybe like 30, 45 minutes. We come back, and normally when we open the door, Nova runs up. Of course, she's like, Mom, oh my god, hey.
Yeah.
You've been gone forever. She wasn't there. And I was like, what the fuck? Our house at the time, was so small. There was literally no doors, and it was just a big square. Like, there was,
Yeah, you could see the whole house from
the
front door.
whole fucking house from the front door. Like, everything, except inside the bathroom, practically.
Or, like, part of the kitchen.
Yeah. And so we start walking around. Maddie goes to the bathroom, to our bedroom, see if she, like, got stuck under something or whatever. Nothing. So I start going outside, out the front door, and I'm like, what the fuck? Nova, where the fuck are you? And I'm yelling for her, thinking maybe she got out whenever we left. Maybe we left the door cracked or something. And no, nothing. And then all of a sudden I hear like a and I'm like, what in the fuck is that? And I go towards the back, which is where our laundry room is. You walk through the kitchen to get to the laundry room. And then all of a sudden, I just see her ass and her tail waggling, just back and forth, just going 90 miles to nothing. Like, and I'm like, oh my god, Nova. And then I look closer, and I see the wire to the dryer vent wrapped around her, so she went through the dryer vent, the accordion looking thing.
Yeah.
She went through that, trying to go through the little hole in the wall, and got her fucking head stuck in the wall, and her body stuck in those fucking wires. And so I'm freaking out. I'm like, babe! Just screaming. She comes. I end up calling you, and you guys come over. We ended up getting her out, but like,
we had to go outside to get her out. I remember that. And then we had to cover up the hole. And then I remember after that, as soon as we moved into the house that we live in now, we had a hole in the back that's kind of like that. So we cut a hole in a box that we had and shoved the box up against it just because we did not want to deal with that same issue.
PTSD, bro. I swear to God, I was freaking the fuck out because once it was on her and she realized that we were trying to help her, she, like, tried to squeeze herself out. And when she did that, the wires, like, constricted.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
Sorry for the brief pause. Our loud-ass wives came inside, so we had to take a second and let them get back in their little man cave over there. You still might be able to hear them in the background. You never know. But yeah, so those things were constricting, and it was scary. It was a very scary time. We ended up getting her out, though, and she's fine. And if you guys want to hear more about the story, because there is some things we left out, let us know, and we can do that.
Yes.
Did you say it's my turn?
Yes.
Okay.
I pulled that one out, but I had you start the story.
Alright. Nova being kidnapped.
Oh, that one's on me.
You can tell it.
So, the dog we were just talking about. Before that happened, we were at a hotel, and they were out on a date again. And I took her outside to go to the bathroom, and, like, she's an off-leash dog. And she's really good off-leash. So I took her down the stairs, and we went over to the little grass area, and she went pee. And then we're going up the stairs, and she went too far ahead of me. And someone had to have, like, snatched her, because Nova's not the kind of dog to, like, just run away or anything like that. And, like, I call them, and I'm freaking, like, I can't find the dog. And they pull up. Kelsey jumps out of the car before it's even in park. And she starts screaming and saying, "That's my dog." And I'm like, Where's your dog? And she was right above me on the floor up. And someone had literally tried to steal her dog.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, she was just gonna come with me." I was like, "No, she wasn't."
No, you took her. You had to have took her. She wouldn't have left me.
Right, you better give me my Nova baby and give me her now.
Because I've taken her outside so many times the same exact way. No issues. It was crazy.
It was so crazy. That hotel was, yeah.
Crazy.
Alright, your turn.
Ooh.
We'll do 2 more.
What's your favorite memory with me?
My favorite memory with Kylie. Bitch, we have so many.
Yeah. It could even be something that, like, maybe I don't remember.
I have to say, right now, my favorite memory is being in your wedding.
Yeah.
That is definitely a memory that I will keep with myself.
You helped a lot
for
with,
a while.
like, the planning.
Even though I was supposed to walk you down the aisle, but it's fine.
You were only allowed to be mad for a minute.
Yeah. And I took that minute.
Yes, you did. It's fine. I felt some pressure.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I feel you. It's alright. Kylie, a memory with Kelsey's littles.
A memory with your littles. So your kids are, like, super great most of the time with me. Like, I don't usually have any issues. And one time at the hotel, I was watching the kids, and it's my favorite memory because it was a little funny, but it's not because it's the first time and the only time I've had to spank one of your kids. And it was Zeke.
Oh, no.
I spanked Zeke because I specifically told him, I have videos of it. He's doing the "no more monkeys" jumping on the bed. And I was like, okay, that's enough. You're going to hurt your sister. And then he did it again, and he straight up kicked Esme right in the mouth and slammed her jaw up. Oh, he got it, but then I couldn't help but laugh. Because the way her head flew back, oh my God. It was some WWE shit.
That poor girl, she just got hit in the head with a stick from her brother.
Yes.
And he didn't even mean to. He went to kick the stick, but instead he kicked the stick and her head at the same time.
What's up with him kicking her?
I don't. This poor girl. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Oh!
Right, we're mixing up our memory pool. There's one.
Alright, New Year's at the Scenic House. So I want to first off start this with saying this was the first time I had seen my sister since I was like 12, and she is my older sister.
Yeah.
My older sister.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so...
older.
Yeah, I was staying at my aunt's house, and my sister came down to visit to see my mom. And we decided we were going to go to Kelsey's house for New Year's, and we were going to drink and stuff. And I mean,
my parties are litty titty.
Yeah, we had fun. We played cup pong. We got drunk. Yes. Took some super cute photos on my sister's Polaroid camera, whatever it was called.
Yes.
I do distinctly remember being in the middle of a shot, running to your bathroom, and vomiting everywhere. Everywhere.
Yeah, there was a lot of throwing up that night, if we're being honest.
But I ran back out, and I made it just in time to take another shot and say Happy New Year's, like, right on time. It was so perfect. And, afterwards, my sister was, like, in the car, because we were in the car on the way home, and my uncle was like, when we get there, you gotta be quiet, because the kids are asleep. So she's telling us to shut up and be quiet in the car, saying we're too loud, the kids are asleep. And we get back to my aunt's house, and we're in the living room, because that's where we're sleeping. and my sister flings herself off the couch. Like, we just put her there. She flings herself off the couch and just pretends to start getting her kids ready for school.
Oh, God.
And I'm like, oh, my God, okay. And she's like, I gotta pee. So I'm, like, helping her to the bathroom. And she's sitting on the toilet, and I hand her a pad from under the sink because she's on her period. And she throws her bloody pad at me. I swear to God, if she wasn't my sister and she wasn't that drunk, I would have beat the ever-living crap out of her. Oh, my God. I'm so glad it didn't get on me, or I would have beat her. Do you have any memories of that night you want to share?
That night is kind of a blur, if we're being honest. I got really fucking drunk, but it was at the small-ass house.
Yes.
And I remember that it was pretty fun. We had a lot of music, a lot of... Next. Who shitted on the floor?
Ooh, girl. You know who you are.
First of all, you know who you are, and I really hope that you know that I know who you are.
I hope you remember. Oh.
All right, so.
This one's on Kelsey. I wasn't there. I just have the honor of being able to know the story.
All right, so this all happened at the beginning of me and my wife's relationship.
Back at the hotel again.
Yeah, back at the hotel. Good old stories there. So I had my best friend staying with me, and my wife staying with me, and my wife's best friend staying with me. And we were all having a good time, partying, drinking, because that's what we did on the weekend whenever we had no kids there, and we got pretty litty titty. So, in the middle of the night, fast forward, middle of the night happens, I have to go to the bathroom, so I get up to go pee, and I walk into my hotel bathroom with shit on my rug. Human shit on my rug. And at that time, I didn't have a dog. I did not. So I walk out this bathroom, and everybody's asleep, so I'm looking at my girlfriend at the time, who is now my wife, that we just freshly started dating, my best friend, and my girlfriend's best friend. And at this point in time, I'm like, which one of you bitches shitted on my motherfucking floor? And left it there. How you gonna leave it there? Like, you know that you shitted. And if you don't know you shitted, then there's something wrong and we need to talk about it. Because, listen, so I don't know if maybe you was throwing up and just out the other side, you know, maybe, I don't know, or if you thought the toilet was on the other side of the wall, I don't fucking know, but there was shit on my motherfucking rug, and then whenever I threw it away, I realized a couple days later there was shit on my tub, on the side of my tub, like, it is splattered up on the fucking tub, bitch. Who shitted on my floor? I know it wasn't my wife, because the next morning, I'm going to rewind just a little bit. I threw that rug away.
Yes.
I did not leave it there. I put it in a bag and I threw it away. I didn't mention nothing to nobody because, first of all, how am I supposed to ask my new freshly girlfriend if you shitted on my rug? Second of all, how am I supposed to ask my best friend if she shitted on my rug? And third, how am I supposed to look at my newly fresh girlfriend and her best friend and be like, yo, did you shit on my rug? Like, how do you do that? So, I wrapped the bitch up. I threw it away. Nothing. Now, fast forward, what I was going to say, next morning, my girlfriend, my wife right now, she says, what happened to your bathroom rug?
Oh, shit.
And I sighed in so much relief. I said, it wasn't you. I was so happy that it was not her. So, story of who shitted on my rug. I know, but I don't know, but I know, if you feel me. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, shoot. One more, and then we'll break out of here.
Oh, let's just say it wasn't the best friend of the best friend. I hope that caught that.
Skirt.
Oh, shit. Okay, so, what's the song? What's
Oh.
Oh yeah, it's
I
like
feel like my bitches.
Another time for you. Yeah, okay,
yeah,
so Montana
Wife of
300.
You.
Yes, Wife of You by Montana 300. So it goes, oh, and we do the little skirt, okay? And we were going to go the gas station where we were going to buy another sleeve of shots, of course. And she pulls in like pretty quickly, of course, because you know we're having fun, you know, we're just pulling in. Okay, so she pulls in pretty quick, and we hit like a dip. So I'm in the back seat with Nova, who you guys have heard a few times during this episode. We're in the back seat, and let's just say I wasn't buckled up. You know. And when she hit that bump, me and Nova did a backflip, like a full 360 backflip in the back seat.
In a Pontiac Grand Am.
2-door.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yes, you did.
I sure as hell bonked my fucking head and did a whole 360.
I saw your leg, bitch. You said, oh!
I was fucking gone. All right. Well, with ending that on a positive note, we're gonna let Kelsey take over here.
All right. Hey guys. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Gossip Girls Off Topic. We are going to be dropping every Thursday at noon, so be aware and be tuning in. Turn on all your notifications, and just come chill with us, vibe, and tell us what you like, what you don't like. Give us all the criticism. We have our email open. It is gossipgirls.offtopic@gmail.com. You can send anything that you want there. Also, we are doing advice and stories and confessions. If you want to send us anything that you need advice on, any stories that you want us to share, or any confessions that you would like us to hear.
They can be completely anonymous or not, under your own discretion.
Yes, it can. You can let us know, or you can even make a whole new email just to email whatever you want us to know. And it could say anonymous or whatever. So yeah, I think that sums it about up. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Gossip Girls Off Topic. We'll catch you later. Bye.